Hey everyone, it has been a long time since I've made a video like this. I think it's been about a year now, um, where I sit here and talk about just kind of give an update on stream, IRL, all that kind of stuff. I'm not used to doing videos like this. I kind of don't like doing videos like this, but when I made that one that was about a year ago, people seem to like that, so I figured I'll make another one. I do have some notes here just so that I remember to talk about everything I want to talk about, but this might be a bit long. I don't know, I didn't plan this out or anything. I don't have a script, but I'll just kind of give some updates on a bunch of stuff regarding stream, regarding IRL stuff that's been going on. I think I'll talk about the stream first, just because I think that's what most people care about. So I took about 2 months off of stream. It was technically a month and a half, but I would say 2 months because I'd say like the New Year's Eve special I did was like it's like a special thing there where it's like okay I'll come back one time, but yeah I took about 2 months off and I think it really benefited me and the stream because I realized that by taking the break, I learned not to care. I learned to stop caring so much. And, there were people who kept telling me, like, why do you care so much? And, of course, that's the wrong way to approach that, in my opinion. You don't tell somebody, why do you care so much? Instead, admittedly, I don't know what you would say, but I kind of realized, yeah, I am putting so much effort into something that isn't clearly working, and instead of, just accepting what I have, I kept trying to push forward. So basically, I don't care the same way now about my stream compared to how I used to. What I used to care about was trying to have an active chat, trying to spread the word, excuse me, but also trying to still be genuine. And unfortunately, you can't really have all of those at the same time and be successful that way. You guys know me, I never stream the exact same game every stream. I like to jump all over the place. That's just who I am. That's how I've grown up, is I like to play all kinds of games. And, unfortunately, Twitch is an environment where people want to watch a game. They don't care about the streamer necessarily. And how, if somebody cares about a streamer, they found that streamer through a game. So, I am very fortunate for the followers I do have, the subscribers I have. And, given my sporadic, chaotic streaming style, the fact that I have as many as I do is I'm blessed. I really am. So first of all, if that's you, thank you very much. Whether it's a subscriber on Twitch, YouTube, if you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, anywhere, really all the support I really do appreciate. I genuinely do. It's the reason I keep going is because I know there's somebody interested. I still do care about stream feedback and everything. Like I tended to kind of put that at the forefront. Okay, I'm sorry, my hair is a mess. I still care about feedback from people. I still care about what people think of the stream and everything. What can I improve? But I don't care the same way as I used to. I used to say like, oh, I thrive off of that. I need to know like what do I need to do to be better. And I would get angry, or I'd be disappointed when people say, well, we don't really have feedback, like we don't think there's a problem. But I realized that so what, yeah, there are people who start streaming later than I do. There's probably somebody who started stream right now and they're going to be partner in a year. That's because they're better at this than I am. Simply put, I'm not, you guys can think whatever you want, but at the same time I'll think the same as well. I don't think I'm that great of a streamer. I think, I don't try to force myself to be entertaining. I don't try to force myself to play a game that I don't want to play. I don't do that. And, yeah, it results in lower numbers, but it also helps with my sanity, and it helps with my goal of just trying to be genuine. I try to be as genuine as I can. I'm not giving anybody BS or anything. I'm doing what I can. So I do think that break helped. It helped me to realize to Just stop caring, stop putting so much work into this for now. Learn what it's like to just step away for a while. And that's the thing. Normally I'm planning stuff out and everything, but for 2 months I'm just like, not doing that. Let's back off. Just don't do it. Go do other stuff. So it really did help. So I guess we'll move on to the next thing, which is, as of making this video, I am back in the #1 spot for the most speed games done by one person. And this kind of leads into the next point I want to talk about, which is I kind of want to talk about Burnout, and I want to talk about some stress that has come up. So a lot of the games I've been learning recently, you might have noticed, are very short, which, you know, I don't think it matters how long a game is. If you want to learn a game, you learn a game. But I have been learning these games ridiculously fast, and I've been putting out runs very fast. And yeah, it's good. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I have noticed one sort of issue that I've been having, and that is I'm just burnt out from it. I am getting tired of constantly learning games, very short games, and just not really taking my time is sort of the theme of this. I'm not taking my time as much anymore. I used to run games that were an hour long, and I'd sit there, take my time, learn some strats. There's been a couple, you know, there's a game here and there I'll do that for. Like I did Uncharted back in December before the hiatus. You know, every once in a while I'll learn a game like that. But you know, I was rushing to try to get back to the top of the leaderboard for most speed games. I was rushing my way there. I was just trying to get, even when I had my record again, I was still trying to put out a bunch of runs so that I could still be ahead, which I caught myself doing it. And it started to become more about trying to keep a record than it was, you know, truly learning a run. And so I just want to let everybody know that I'm going to slow down, or at least I'm going to try to slow down. I want to try to slow down. There are a couple of longer games that I've wanted to run for a while, and I think I'm finally going to do those. I have decided on game number 400. I have decided I will, yes, you're hearing it now, I will speedrun 400 games. I have picked game 400. It's not going to be as long as Spider-Man or anything, but it's going to be a good one. I think you guys will recognize it. But that's your only hint for right now. I'll reveal the game when we get closer, but yeah. But the thing is that, you know, if I had kept going the way I was going, I would get to 400 games next month, but I need to just slow down because I just realized that I'm rushing and I need to just relax some because it is bringing me stress. I am starting to get stressed out from gaming in general, and I know for a fact it's because I'm pushing myself too hard. I need to just learn what it's like to just, you know, again, step back and just relax. So I'm going to be doing that, or at least I'm going to try to. I mentioned casual gaming earlier, or at least I think I did, but anyways, yeah, I have been playing games casually. I've been playing a lot of Persona 5 Royal. I did beat the game today, however, I did not get the requirement to get to... You can access one more palace in the game, but you have to do something before then. I know what you have to do, and I made multiple saves, so what I'm going to do is I'm either going to load one of those saves and, you know, go do it so I can see the content, or I'll just do New Game Plus and I'll make sure I get it. I'll probably do New Game Plus, because then I can just fast forward through the story, plus it'll be a bit easier, so maybe I'll do that. And plus I can change the difficulty, I think, so I might do that, but... I did beat Persona 5 Royal. I at least got to an ending. I got to the true ending, but I didn't get the extra content. I got some of it. Some of it's already built in, but there's one thing that's not built in. That, yeah, which it's kind of silly how that happens. But we can talk about that later. That's not important right now. There's no point in that. I am glancing at my notes here, but yeah, casual gaming. I'm gonna keep it offline because I prefer that actually. I tried to, you know, say like, hey, you know, I'll do more casual gaming, but I did it because I wanted viewers, and I was like, hey, well, if you guys truly want to watch it, then I'll do it, but it got to a point where I was doing casual gaming and no one was watching. And I know some people were like, oh, well, sorry I wasn't there, I'll try to be there next time. That's not the point. I think the point was I wanted to do it because viewers said so, and I wanted to try to retain them. But at the end of the day, I need to do what I want to do, and I like playing games casually offline. So there you go. I don't need to think. I don't need to plan for a playthrough or anything. I don't have to make sure the playthrough is seamless and perfect. I mean, you can look at my Banjo-Kazooie playthrough. Everything was great until the very end of the game, and then I kind of just shat all over everything, basically. Banjo-Kazooie is a good game, by the way, but the last boss on the N64 version is a mess. Again, different story, different time. We can talk about that later. But I do want to talk about a couple other things regarding stream. First of all, this is a bit more minor, but let's talk about channel points. I do have an incentive for channel points where, well, I call them smart points in my stream because, you know, and if you exchange 10,000 of them, I will play a game from my nightmare list, which basically means I'll play a game I don't like for 15 minutes. So I've talked about how much I hate Codename Viper. Well, I'll play Codename Viper if you give me 10,000 points, and I'll play it for 15 minutes on stream, so you guys can watch me suffer. I do that. There's a reason I do that, and it's because people who genuinely do watch my stream, who are always there, that's a reward for being there. Like, hey, you know, this is a reward. You get to torture me now. You know, I do stuff that I always want to do on stream. You get to make me do something I don't want to do. So that's sort of the idea. I'm not going to disclose who it was or anything like that because I respect people way too much. But actually, there's a few people. There have been a few people who have asked me, can you add more incentives? Can you do an incentive where you play good games? Can you do an incentive where, you know, we do something that's not on your, you know, your list of games or anything like that? Or, you know, can I request this instead? There's a reason I'm saying no to that. And the thing is that the idea of the channel points is so that you can do what I don't want to do. My stream is all about what do I want to do, what do I, you know, just what am I interested in. But the points is, we're going to do something that I don't want to do, but you can make me do it. That was the idea of the points. There's another reason as well why I'm not going to add more incentives. Let's say I add an incentive where it's like, okay, play you know, I'll request a game you've done before. Well, here's the problem. Alright, I put that incentive in. Then somebody asked for another incentive. Can you add this incentive? Can we change this? Can we do that? That sounds like people are trying to control my stream, and I never like that. I never want that. I don't want that at all. I don't want people to control my stream, because it's mine. And, you know, it's nothing personal or anything. I think some people get the wrong idea about that. It is never personal. Simply put, this is my stream. I'm going to do what I want. If you want to watch me do what I want, feel free to hang out for as long as you'd like. You come and go as you please. And that's just that. That's how it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say on that. So there's something else I want to talk about regarding stream, and then I'll kind of get into more of the IRL stuff that's been going on, because there's a few things we can talk about there. So let's talk about multi-game races. Stuff like Big 20, Tiny 10, Super 16, all that kind of stuff. So I initially announced that my stream would be mainly focused toward multi-game races. I changed my mind on that, and there's a few good reasons. So the first reason is the thing is there's a ton of those races, and they do take a lot of work. They take a lot of work to, you know, be decent at them, to learn the games. They do take a lot of work. And if I have multiple races going on, or if there's multiple races going on that I'm interested in, it brings out a ton of stress. And I know I shouldn't care about this. I just mentioned earlier how I don't care, but the thoughts still creep up in my head. You know, it's no secret a lot of my viewers don't care about these multi-game races. They don't care. I get it. I completely 100% understand it. I'm not going to force anybody to care. So, I do feel stressed out sometimes when there's like 3 different races I'd like to do. And I should probably explain why I even do these races, because I've never truly done this. So the reason I'm in a lot of multi-game races was at like Big 20, Tiny 10. I did a Mega 16, was it last year? Is that the last year or the year before? I think it was last year. But the reason I do these races is because I want to find new games that I have not run before. That way I can learn the runs and add them to my speed game count. Which you might be thinking, oh, you're only doing this just so you can get speed game counts. Well, that's partially true. It's completely fair to say that. But it's not the full truth. I enjoy retro games. I really do. I have a ton of video game systems. I truly do care about gaming as a whole. I really do. Part of it is that I do want to add games to my speed count, but I also have found a lot of games that I missed out on or I didn't know about before that I end up really enjoying. And so I want to be able to play those, and the reason I even race people instead of just jotting the game down for later, I like to race people because, hey, we're all learning these games anyway. Let's see what we did. So that's another reason I am in a lot of these races. But when there are multiple races happening, I get very stressed out because there's a lot of games I feel like I have to be good at in a short amount of time. And I really had to think about it these past couple of days. And there is going to be a Turbo 10. As of making this, there's going to be a Turbo 10 race, and there's going to be a Super 16 race. There's going to be a Nescathlon coming up soon. There's going to be a Tiny 10 later this year. I need to step back and just relax. So what I've decided to do is, because the Super 16 that's coming up there's only one full game run in the Super 16 coming up. The rest of it is not full games. So I'm still going to do that race because because again, I'm trying to slow down on speed games and trying to add games to my thing, my God of them all, whatever. And I don't want to just sit there and grind a bunch of really short games because I do get burnt out on that. But I'm not familiar with TurboGrafx. I am not. I didn't grow up with it or anything. Some of the games on the list that's coming up, some of them I do want to learn eventually, but there's a few that are just brutal games, and I have to draw a line somewhere sometimes. So I know I said this in the RGL Discord, but I think none of you are probably in there. But because I'm trying to just slow down and just trying to relieve some stress in my life and mentally trying to take care of myself, I am going to drop that again. I can talk more in detail about it later, but yeah, I need to do what I feel is best for me. And I feel like people might start to get the impression that, oh, this guy, they're like, oh, Smart Alec will always do multi-game races. He's in this race. He'll do that race. I don't like that kind of label being pushed on me. I don't like labels, honestly. I really don't. I try not to label other people. I say try not to. I'm a human, okay? I commit that as well. But I don't want to. I just don't want to be known as somebody who's going to do all these races, because then it almost feels like I'm expected to, and as soon as I do something I'm not expected to, people start a riot, or at least that's how it's been historically for me. But again, I don't care the same way anymore, so I shouldn't have those thoughts. They still creep up. So yeah, I am going to be backing off and just trying to relax. I am looking at my notes here, seeing if there's anything else. I think I covered everything as far as stream. I am going to slow down on speed games, but I am going to also try to, maybe learn, take my time with learning games instead of just rushing through. I want to take my time with some of these, and I think it'll benefit me in the end. And I think that by me saying it, it might help out as well, just to kind of, so that I can hear it myself. And plus, I know I've told other people can kind of remind me, so this is what you said, are you still, thing, we can kind of bounce that back and forth. So let's talk about some IRL stuff that's been going on. First of all, there's something that everyone's been affected by, the COVID-19 or coronavirus pandemic. First of all, if any of you guys have, everyone's been affected by this. I hope you guys are, staying home, staying safe. I know it's not easy. I only go out once every 2 or 3 weeks. So, I've been home all the time, which usually I am anyway, but again, I've been home all the time. So I hope you guys stay safe, and, keep everybody updated on how things are. I know some people say, they're giving updates every once in a while on how, how their family's coping and everything. So, something comes up or anything, I am somebody you can talk to as well if something comes up or anything. I might not have solutions or anything, but you can PM me, let me know. I am willing to talk about some things. I know this can kind of take a toll on mental health as well. I'm totally okay with talking about that with people. But yeah, just stay safe out there, guys. Don't do anything stupid. Don't hoard all the toilet paper. Just get enough for yourself and whoever you live with, and be on your way. So I mentioned I go out every 2 or 3 weeks I go out, and I go out to counseling. Yes, I still go to counseling. I still get therapy for anxiety, which I haven't had a major anxiety incident in a little while. I've had a little bit here and there. I've had some the past couple of days, but it wasn't like a panic attack or anything. What it was I've been making changes to my diet lately. You guys know I'm probably not obviously I'm not a physical guy. I'm not, I don't work out all the time or anything. I haven't worked out in about a month because I just haven't been motivated. Plus with all this stuff going on in the world, it's kind of killing my motivation for that, but I will get back to that one day. That's besides the point though. So about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, I woke up in the middle of the night with excruciating stomach pain. It was really bad. And I was up for about an hour, having stomach problems, having diarrhea. It sucked. Like, I'll just leave it there. I don't need to give you the details. And for 2 whole days, I was unable to use the bathroom again. I wasn't able to poop. So I kind of realized I have to take my diet seriously, because leading up to that, I was eating junk food and pizza pretty much every day for about a week. And I think part of it was because of the state of the world. I just kind of was like, okay, well, I'm not going to go out and get healthy food right now. I'm just going to, eat what's here. And I really was not taking care of myself. And I had told myself several times, okay, I need to take care of my body. I need to eat healthier. I didn't do a good job listening to myself. So I'm finally trying to take care of myself, trying to eat better. And recently I've been having some anxiety about it because I've been incorporating a lot of fiber into my diet. That was the thing I was missing. My diet had pretty much no fiber, or at least no fiber to really help my digestive system. So I'm actually eating too much of it now, I'm learning. Because, sometimes I'll just feel sick when I'm not sick, but I'll just feel it. Like, I'll feel my stomach, I'll feel the nausea. And so I talked to my mom about it, and she's like, yeah, you need to cut back on some of that fiber already. Like, you got to just take a step back. So, again, we're going on this theme of just trying to relax. Just, slow down and take care of yourself. Just relax. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is just relax. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slow down on this diet I'm trying out. Mainly the diet. The diet is just me trying to put more fiber into it. That's pretty much all it is. And for 1 week, I didn't eat pizza because, yeah, I'm eating pizza once every 3 days or so. I like pizza. What can I tell you? But anyways, I am trying to work on my diet. I'm still going to counseling. Any thoughts I have pertaining to anxiety or anything, I still talk about with my counselor. And then I haven't really been able to work much recently. I haven't disclosed this on a YouTube video or anything, at least I don't think, but I work, I can't be too specific. I have a contract saying whatever. But I work for a company where it's a work from home job. I review advertisements for a company. They send me advertisements and stuff. I rate them, I review them, I put comments and all that, and I send them back. It's a part-time job, 20 hours a week. And because everyone's at home and everyone's trying to get work from home jobs, that's cutting into my hours. I haven't been able to work much. But I will say that I did receive a stimulus check. So I did receive money from the government, from the U.S. government. So I am okay on money. I'm doing okay. I live with my 2 brothers and my mom, and my sister lives 5 minutes away. I'll be okay. I will be okay. In case anybody was curious about my situation, I'm doing all right. But yeah, I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Again, I just need to. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I need to relax. I need to just slow down, take care of myself. Just if I'm starting to feel stressed out, I need to relieve that stress. I need to just, I need to take it easy. And it's one thing if I'm stressed out in real life, but then in gaming I'm fine. But when it starts to bleed into my gaming, then I kind of realize I need to do something about it. So yeah, I think I've covered everything that's on my little sheet of notes here. So yeah, I just sometimes I write notes so that I don't forget to talk about anything. But yeah, I've covered everything I've wanted to talk about. If you watched up until this point, then you must have had a lot of time on your hands. No, I really do appreciate if you watched it if you watched all of this. But thank you guys. If you have any comments or anything, or if there's anything you just want to talk about, I'm active on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, YouTube. You can send me a message anywhere. I have a Discord server. I'm on Twitter. You can send me a message, or you can send me a PM or a direct message or anything like that. And yeah, I think I've covered everything I want to talk about. So thanks for all the support lately. I do think streaming it's definitely a lot more fun, even though the numbers aren't huge or anything. Hey, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but there comes a time where things kind of get crazy, things get stressful. So again, I'm gonna just take it easy for a while, or at least I'm gonna attempt to. So with that being said, I'm going to take it easy. And that being said, take care of yourselves, guys. Stay safe. Stay inside, pay attention to the news and all that fun stuff. And yeah, just take care of yourselves, and take it easy. And as usual, take care. Thank you guys.